This Boeing F-47 NGAD fighter is so far ahead of its time that it could be flying sooner than anyone thought possible. A machine so advanced it doesn't just fly, it rewrites what flight means. And the most shocking part? There's evidence it may have already flown. Stay with me because what you'll hear in the next few minutes will change how you think about air power forever. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, because in the world of fighter jets, you never want to be the one left behind in the clouds. The day that changed everything. It all started on March 21st, 2025, a day that will go down in aviation history. Inside the Oval Office, President Trump, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and Air Force Chief of Staff General David Alvin made a stunning announcement. Boeing had officially won the contract to build America's next-generation air dominance fighter, the F-47. That wasn't just optimism, it was a signal. Something big was already happening behind the curtain. But what if I told you? It's been flying in secret for years. We'll get to that soon. But first, let's understand why this moment matters more than any fighter announcement in decades. Why the F-47 is a total game-changer. Forget the F-22 Raptor. Forget even the F-35 Lightning II. The F-47 NGAD isn't just an upgrade. It's an entirely new species of aircraft. This is America's first sixth-generation stealth fighter, designed to dominate every battle space: air, cyber, and electronic. Think of it like this. If the F-22 were a chess master, the F-47 is the entire chessboard, AI included. Stealth technology? Beyond next level. Sensors? Capable of seeing and targeting enemies before they even know it's there. Power? Enough to command a swarm of autonomous drones like a quarterback running the most lethal playbook in the sky. But wait, this isn't the future. This is happening now. And the secret behind how Boeing pulled this off is jaw-dropping. We'll talk about that next. The secret that nobody was supposed to know. Here's what the Pentagon didn't tell you. While the official contract was announced in 2025, Boeing and Lockheed Martin have been secretly testing prototypes since 2019. That's right, experimental X-planes flying hundreds of test hours under total secrecy. General David Alvin even confirmed that these test aircraft, built under the Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) initiative, have been silently proving technologies that were once considered science fiction stealth materials that bend radar waves. AI co-pilots that learn from each flight. Engines that can literally change shape mid-air. And here's the crazy part. These secret test flights mean that the F-47 could already be airworthy. It might not just fly sooner than people think. It might be flying already. What you'll hear next about its power and weapon systems will make your jaw drop. The beast's hidden power. So, what makes the F-47 such a monster in the sky? Let's start with the basics. Combat radius. Over 1,000 nautical miles, nearly double that of the F-35. Speed. Exceeding Mach 2, more than twice the speed of sound. Stealth. Practically invisible to radar, its heat signature and radar cross-section are almost non-existent. But here's the kicker. This jet won't be flying alone. Imagine one pilot controlling a formation of intelligent aircraft in perfect sync, like Iron Man leading a squad of drones. And that's just scratching the surface. Because when it comes to stealth, this fighter takes it to a level no one's seen before. Stealth. So advanced, it's basically a ghost. President Trump called the F-47 stealth virtually unseeable. And that wasn't hyperbole. This aircraft is built using metamaterials, exotic composites that can manipulate electromagnetic waves so radar can't detect them. Every surface, every curve, every panel is designed to absorb, scatter, or redirect radar energy. Even the engine exhaust is cooled and redirected to hide its heat trail from infrared sensors. That means the F-47 can literally fly through enemy airspace, and they'll have no idea it's there until it's already gone. This level of stealth makes fifth-generation fighters like the F-35 look ancient. And while China's been boasting about its own sixth-gen projects, Boeing just reminded the world who really leads the skies. But why is the speed of development so important right now? Let's talk strategy. The race against time, America versus China. Here's the truth. This program isn't just about building the best jet. It's about winning the new Cold War in the sky. China has been racing to develop its own sixth-generation fighters, hoping to leapfrog the US and claim air dominance. They've shown off mock-ups, concept art, and bold statements. But Boeing's rapid progress just crushed those dreams. Colin Miller's comment, "You'll be surprised how soon you see it flying," wasn't meant for the media. It was a message to China and Russia. America is not waiting around. The Pentagon's initial $20 billion contract is just the start. The Air Force plans to build at least 185 F-47s, with total costs in the hundreds of billions. That's not just investment, it's insurance. Insurance that America stays the most dominant air power for the next 50 years. And if you think the tech is amazing, wait until you hear what's under the hood. The heart of the monster. The F-47's secret weapon isn't just its stealth, it's its engine. It's powered by a next-generation adaptive cycle engine, a design so revolutionary it can change how it breathes mid-flight. Here's how it works. When cruising long distances, the engine switches to a fuel-efficient mode to save range. When the pilot hits combat zones, it morphs, delivering maximum thrust instantly. It adapts to temperature, altitude, and even mission profile. Think of it as a shape-shifting power plant. One moment a fuel-sipping cruiser, the next a fire-breathing beast. This engine was developed under the Next Generation Adaptive Propulsion Program, NGAD, and it could redefine how future aircraft operate. Combine that with advanced AI flight systems, and you get a fighter that almost thinks for itself. The AI pilot that never sleeps. The F-47 isn't just a plane, it's a network in the sky. Inside the cockpit, artificial intelligence acts as a co-pilot, analyzing radar data, calculating threats, and even suggesting tactics in real time. The pilot's role? To command, not just to fly. Imagine having an assistant that never gets tired, never misses a target, and can process thousands of data points per second. That's the F-47's onboard AI. It integrates with satellite networks, other aircraft, and ground forces, creating what the Air Force calls a combat cloud. Every sensor, every drone, every friendly jet becomes part of one massive information web. This means that by the time the F-47 shows up in battle, it already knows where the enemy is, what they're flying, and how to take them down. Now that's power. But how did Boeing build something this advanced so fast? That's the billion-dollar question. How Boeing beat the clock. Traditionally, military jets take decades to develop. The F-35 took nearly 20 years from concept to combat readiness. The F-22 took even longer. But Boeing's F-47 is different. How? Because Boeing learned from past mistakes. They invested billions of their own dollars before the contract was even awarded, upgrading facilities, hiring top engineers, and using advanced digital twin simulations to test every component virtually. Their St. Louis plant was retooled specifically for sixth-generation manufacturing, robotic assembly lines, 3D printed components, and AI-assisted quality control. Thousands of skilled veterans were brought on board, each one contributing real-world combat experience to the design process. Colin Miller, who previously worked on secret projects at Northrop Grumman, has the perfect background for this kind of rapid development. He's the guy you call when you want the impossible done yesterday. His confidence in the accelerated timeline isn't guesswork. It's evidence of progress that's already happened behind closed doors. But this isn't just about beating deadlines. It's about redefining how America builds its future fighters. A new era for the U.S. defense industry. When Boeing won the F-47 contract, it marked a massive shift in the defense landscape. For decades, Lockheed Martin was the king of stealth aircraft with the F-22 and F-35. But now, Boeing is taking the throne back with something so advanced that it resets the playing field. And the timing couldn't be more critical. China and Russia have been accelerating their own programs, the J-20 and MiG-41, hoping to catch up. But Boeing's rapid head start throws their entire strategy off balance. Instead of catching up, they're now facing an even wider gap in technology. The F-47's arrival signals to the world that the U.S. industrial base is still unmatched. that innovation, speed, and capability still belong to America. And here's what's even more powerful. This fighter isn't just a tool of war. It's a symbol of what American engineering can achieve when pushed to its limits. The strategic edge, why it matters. The F-47 program isn't just about domination, it's about deterrence. When adversaries know that America has an aircraft they can't even detect, it changes everything. It discourages aggression before it starts. It also gives American pilots total confidence. They'll be flying the most advanced machine on Earth, one that can see farther, strike faster, and survive longer. And for every pilot and veteran watching this, the F-47 represents a promise that the next generation of airmen will always have the best equipment possible. This fighter ensures that if conflict ever comes, it will be on our terms. The future of air combat. The F-47's design philosophy isn't just about technology, it's about teamwork between humans and machines. Alongside the F-47 will be a fleet of collaborative combat aircraft, being developed by companies like General Atomics and Anduril. These drones will carry weapons, jam enemy radars, scout ahead, and even protect the lead fighter from missile attacks. This system transforms the F-47 pilot into a mission commander, orchestrating multiple assets at once. Picture a single pilot commanding 4 drones, each acting independently but in perfect coordination, like a digital squadron that adapts in real time. This is the future of warfare, swarm intelligence, and America is leading that charge. But this future requires pilots who can handle the pressure of commanding both manned and unmanned forces. That's why the Air Force is already preparing something revolutionary. The next generation of pilots. Training for the F-47 is unlike anything before. The Air Force is building new simulators that combine AI learning with virtual battle networks, allowing pilots to train alongside digital wingmen in simulated combat. These future aviators will need to think like tacticians, programmers, and commanders all at once. They'll be managing weapons, drones, and data streams in milliseconds. For them, the cockpit isn't just a seat, it's a command center for aerial dominance. This new generation of pilots will redefine what it means to fly, and the first of them may already be training behind closed doors. The economic boost behind the jet. Now, let's talk money. The F-47 program isn't just a military win, it's an economic engine. Boeing's expansion has created tens of thousands of high-paying American jobs, from engineers in Missouri to machinists in Arizona. Its supply chain includes hundreds of U.S. companies, each contributing specialized parts, from AI processors to advanced alloys. Every dollar invested in the F-47 multiplies across the economy, driving innovation in aerospace, computing, and manufacturing. It's proof that defense spending, when done right, fuels progress for the entire nation, not just the military. Lessons from the past. If history has taught us anything, it's that innovation defines victory. When the F-117 stealth fighter appeared in the 1980s, it stunned the world. When the F-22 Raptor took flight in the 1990s, it changed aerial warfare forever. Now, the F-47 stands ready to do the same for the 2020s and beyond. This isn't just another jet. It's the result of decades of lessons, failures, and breakthroughs all coming together in one machine. The F-47 embodies the spirit of American innovation, the belief that no matter how far others advance, we'll always go further. The message to the world. Colin Miller said we'll be surprised by how soon we see it flying. That wasn't just a prediction, it was a warning. To adversaries, don't test American resolve. To allies, the skies are still safe under American protection. To skeptics, innovation is alive and well in the US. When the F-47 takes flight publicly, and that could happen sooner than most expect, it won't just be another rollout event. It'll be a declaration that American air power is still second to none. This jet proves that when America sets its sights on the future, nothing can stand in the way. And if Colin Miller's words are any clue, the world's first glimpse of this ghost in the sky may be coming very, very soon. If this opened your eyes to what's coming, hit that subscribe button and join our squadron of aviation fans. Because in the world of fighter jets, you never want to be the one left grounded.